Ever wondered what Amish families do to prepare for Sunday worship? While most Americans set an alarm and pick an outfit, Amish households begin a 3-day intensive process involving every family member. These aren't simple logistics, but sacred rituals outsiders never witness. From shoe inspections to mandatory silence, these 10 preparations reveal how seriously one community takes their day of worship. House cleaning. Entire houses receive hospital-level deep cleaning on Saturday before Sunday services. Every surface gets scrubbed: floors, windows, walls, and ceilings. Furniture moves aside to clean underneath since visible dust signals poor housekeeping. Women begin Friday afternoon and continue through Saturday evening. Children help with sweeping, dusting, and washing windows under maternal supervision. These cleaning standards far exceed normal maintenance. Outdoor work includes yard raking, pathway clearing, and barn organization. Even families not hosting services clean deeply, anticipating unexpected visitors. Kitchens are sanitized to perfection, and outhouses scrubbed completely. What's being judged extends beyond cleanliness. It reflects character and discipline. A wife's housekeeping mirrors her husband's leadership. The pressure mounts, knowing 150 to 200 guests will notice every detail. The Amish connect physical cleanliness to spiritual purity, turning housework into devotion rather than routine. Historically rooted in Saturday preparation traditions, inadequate cleaning risks gossip and lasting damage to family reputation. This single task demands 12 to 15 hours more effort than most modern families invest monthly. Bench wagon. Portable church benches arrive Saturday afternoon in specialized horse-drawn wagons. The bench wagon contains 30 to 40 solid wooden benches used exclusively for worship services. Saturday delivery comes from the previous host family transporting benches to the next location. Unloading requires coordination among men and teenage boys, carrying heavy benches inside carefully. Bench arrangement follows specific patterns separating men's and women's seating sections. Living room transformation involves removing furniture and sometimes opening walls between rooms to accommodate crowds. Seating capacity planning must accommodate 150 to 200 congregation members comfortably. Each bench gets inspected for splinters, broken legs, and overall stability before placement. The rotation system ensures every family hosts once or twice annually, distributing responsibility across entire community. Deacons and previous host family men handle delivery logistics. Timing coordination requires delivery exactly 24 hours before service begins. Benches remain at host homes until the following Sunday when they move to next location. What benches represent transcends furniture to embody community property and shared responsibility. Historical tradition shows bench wagons used since initial American settlement. The honor and burden of hosting simultaneously demonstrates family standing and capability. Younger families hosting for first times often require extensive guidance from experienced members to execute properly. Food preparation. Saturday cooking prepares post-service meals feeding entire congregations. Traditional menus include bread, cheese, pickles, spreads, coffee, and desserts served cold. Quantities require baking 15 to 20 loaves of bread and slicing pounds of cheese into individual portions. Women cooperate as sisters, mothers, and daughters work together throughout the day. No cooking happens on Sunday itself, as all food gets prepared Saturday and served at room temperature. Specific traditional dishes include church peanut butter, a distinctive spread mixing peanut butter with marshmallow cream. Pickle preparation involves opening jars and arranging contents on serving platters. Coffee setup requires preparing large urns for post-service serving to dozens of people. Dessert baking happens Friday and Saturday with pies, cookies, and cakes made in quantities unimaginable to modern families. Table setting includes organizing dishes and utensils for efficient serving. The logistics of feeding 150 to 200 people efficiently in rotation demands military-level planning. Kitchen organization places every item strategically for smooth service execution. Children assist with age-appropriate preparations under close supervision. Quality expectations remain high as food directly reflects wives' domestic skills and families' hospitality. Storage challenges emerge, keeping food fresh without refrigeration overnight. Historical context shows traditional menus unchanged for generations. Modern adaptations in progressive districts allow slight variations, but core menu persists. The judgment extends beyond taste to quantity, with inadequate food supplies suggesting family stinginess or poor planning. Clothing inspection. Saturday evening brings comprehensive clothing examination for entire families. Every garment receives scrutiny for stains, tears, missing buttons, and proper fit. Children's Sunday outfits face more careful inspection than daily work clothes. Men's black suits and white shirts get checked for absolute cleanliness. Women's dresses require verification of modesty, compliance, proper colors, and excellent condition. Apron standards demand crisp, pressed fabric without wrinkles or stains visible. Prayer cap inspection ensures women's head coverings maintain pristine white appearance. Shoe examination verifies polishing eliminated scuffs with laces intact and functional. Suspender checks confirm men's and boys' straps work properly and meet modesty standards. Hat standards require men's black hats brushed and shaped according to community specifications. Emergency mending happens Saturday night when inspection reveals problems requiring immediate repair. Children's growth assessment determines whether outfits still fit properly since last service 2 weeks prior. The reasoning holds that appearance reflects family, spiritual condition, and household orderliness. Color compliance verification ensures all garments meet ordnung restrictions on acceptable shades. Consequences of inadequate clothing include social judgment and questions about family discipline standards. Sunday clothing differs fundamentally from daily wear because Sunday represents appearing before God and community simultaneously. Storage systems keep Sunday clothes separated from work clothes throughout entire weeks, preventing contamination or damage. Silent Saturday. Saturday evening silence requirements begin at sunset, typically around 8 p.m. No unnecessary conversation occurs after this threshold passes. The purpose centers on mental and spiritual preparation for next day's worship. Prohibited activities include laughter, loud talking, storytelling, and idle chatter about daily concerns. Allowed communication covers only essential matters regarding Sunday preparations. Children face particular challenges maintaining silence despite excitement about upcoming worship and social time. Consequences for breaking silence bring parental discipline and potential additional punishment. The transition moves families from work week noise to Sabbath reverence through enforced quietness. Family dynamics shift dramatically as everyone moves through evening routines without verbal interaction. Scripture reading emphasis increases with families reading together in complete silence. Prayer time extends beyond normal duration, with longer Saturday evening prayers before sleeping. Historical roots trace to Jewish Sabbath traditions influencing early Anabaptist practices. This differs fundamentally from other evenings when conversation flows freely after chores complete. Spiritual reasoning holds that quieting worldly thoughts allows focus on God without distraction. Parental enforcement requires mothers and fathers monitoring compliance strictly throughout evening. Visitors are forbidden as no social calls happen Saturday evening to prevent distraction from preparation. Early bedtime sees entire households sleeping by 9 p.m. for early Sunday rising. The challenge proves especially difficult for modern children unaccustomed to extended silence. Long-term impact teaches reverence, self-control, and spiritual focus as lifelong practices beginning in childhood. Barn preparation. Saturday afternoon brings intensive barn cleaning for visiting horses and buggies. The expectation includes accommodating 50 to 100 horses arriving Sunday morning. Every stall requires mucking and fresh bedding installation. Water trough filling ensures adequate supplies for all visiting horses throughout 3 to 4 hour services. Hay preparation involves stacking feed accessibly for distribution during worship. Equipment organization clears tools and harnesses from barn aisles. Buggy parking planning organizes space for dozens of vehicles. Men's responsibility falls primarily on fathers and sons, completing barn work together. The judgment extends to barn conditions as they reflect men's farming competence directly. Weather considerations require extra preparation for rain or snow protection. Teenage boys receive specific barn area assignments with accountability for completion quality. Timing pressure demands finishing barn work before Saturday evening silence begins. Why this matters spiritually connects to stewardship principles with poorly maintained barns, suggesting inadequate resource management. Manure removal requires complete cleanup, eliminating all offensive odors. Cobweb removal extends even to barn rafters as visitors inspect thoroughly. Historical practice shows generations maintaining identical barn preparation standards without variation. Songbook distribution. Osbund hymnals get arranged for congregation use Saturday afternoon. The Osbund represents the oldest hymnal in continuous Christian use, dating to 1564. Quantity needs reach 150 to 200 hymnals placed carefully on arranged benches. Host families ensure adequate copies available for entire congregation. Hymnal condition checking verifies no torn pages exist, with all text remaining legible. Placement systems organize specific arrangements for separated men's and women's sections. German text fills all hymns in High German, requiring literacy in secondary language. Historical significance includes martyr hymns written by imprisoned Anabaptists facing execution. Hymn selection happens Saturday evening when song leaders choose specific selections. Practice consideration leads some communities to hum through selected hymns Saturday, preparing voices. Children receive instruction about handling hymnals respectfully as sacred objects. The reverence surrounding hymnals treats them as holy items rather than casual books. Storage between services keeps hymnals in host homes until next gathering. Worn hymnals get replaced periodically, but many families use century-old copies carefully preserved. Why this preparation matters demonstrates respect for worship traditions spanning centuries. Modern comparison shows no worship screens or printed bulletins exist, just ancient hymnals. The challenge includes non-German speakers learning to sing phonetically from unfamiliar text. Children's preparation. Saturday evening instruction sessions prepare children for Sunday behavior expectations. The lecture reviews conduct requirements during 3 to 4 hour services. Specific rules prohibit talking, fidgeting, or playing during worship. Consequences preview explains punishment awaiting Sunday misbehavior clearly. Bathroom timing teaches children using facilities before service begins prevents disruptions. Age expectations establish different standards for toddlers versus older children. Practice sitting makes some families require children practicing stillness Saturday evening. Nursing babies require mothers planning feeding schedules around service timing. Snack prohibition means no food allowed during service except nursing infants. The seriousness emphasizes Sunday behavior, reflecting entire family training quality. Question preparation warns older children they may face public Bible questions. Clothing comfort verification ensures outfits fit properly, preventing adjustment needs Sunday. Sibling separation reminds brothers and sisters they'll sit in different sections apart. The pressure teaches children that entire community watches and judges their behavior. Historical context shows childhood discipline traditionally stricter than modern parenting. Success metrics measure children sitting through hours without complaint or disruption. Long-term lessons teach endurance, respect, and self-control from young ages preparing for adult responsibilities. Spiritual preparation. Saturday evening confession and reconciliation requirements mandate resolving conflicts before worship. Family disputes must achieve resolution before Sunday morning. Personal sin examination requires individuals confessing private sins directly to God. Husband-wife reconciliation demands settling disputes before Sabbath, regardless of who started conflict. Sibling forgiveness requires children making peace with brothers and sisters. Biblical basis comes from passages commanding reconciliation before worship offerings. The process involves difficult conversations happening Saturday evening under time pressure, pride swallowing demands, asking forgiveness, even when feeling personally justified. Parental mediation sees fathers leading family reconciliation sessions systematically. Why this matters spiritually stems from beliefs about worshiping with unresolved bitterness being spiritually invalid. The challenge involves achieving genuine reconciliation versus surface compliance, satisfying parents. Time pressure forces resolving issues before Saturday evening silence begins. Community awareness means serious conflicts sometimes involve church leadership intervention. Historical practice shows generations maintaining pre worship reconciliation as non negotiable. Long term impact teaches conflict resolution and forgiveness as lifestyle practices rather than occasional acts. Modern comparison shows many attending church while harboring grudges considered spiritually acceptable.